What began as a simple effort by one man to honor his deceased mother in 2009 has turned into a phenomenon that has finally made its way to Oklahoma. Standalone kiosks that look like little cabinets are popping up in Oklahoma City neighborhoods. They're called Little Free Libraries, and they're reviving a sense of community and an interest in reading.
Right now it looks like we've got a John Grisham novel.
John Milner is taking an impromptu inventory of the books in the Plaza District's Little Free Library.
Magazines here, opera news, that was probably dropped off by the Lyric Theater, I'm sure.
John owns the Tree and Leaf clothing store that sits across the street from this little literary landmark. But he's also on the board of directors for the organization responsible for it being here.
Well, the Little Libraries it was a national push. And Georgia Rasco at Neighborhood Alliance read about it and began to kind of cultivate the project in central Oklahoma. So she really got the ball going and bringing it here.
I heard about it from my mother who lives in Enid. She sent me an email that she saw on NPR about the story, and I saw the potential for it in how it could help neighborhoods in Oklahoma City.
In its most basic form, a Little Free Library is a box full of books where anyone may stop by and pick up a book or two and bring back another book to share.
What we did to begin with was partner the neighborhoods with an architect so that they could start working together and develop a library that really meant something to their neighborhood. So recruiting the architects was the responsibility of the Central Oklahoma Architects Association, and recruiting the neighborhoods was our responsibility. The architects built and donated all of the materials for building it, and then we got Shine, that Commissioner Brian Mond's program volunteered to go out and actually install the libraries for the neighborhoods. So we quickly got Barnes & Noble on board, Full Circle Bookstore, and the library system, the Oklahoma Library System, all donated books and materials for the first round of books in the neighborhoods.
We were one of the architecture teams that were asked by the AIA in conjunction with the Neighborhood Alliance if we'd like to participate, and we said yes, of course.
Task Design was assigned to create the look of the Little Free Library that would be in Oklahoma City's trendy Plaza District.
That was really exciting. When we first got the program, it said we went a little overboard. You know, it said to design it big enough for books, and it gave certain sizes, but because of that unique location that I just mentioned, we wanted to make it something really exciting and unique. We wanted it to be something that people would not miss, and the Plaza District gets very busy, and a lot of times there's a lot of crowds, and so we wanted this to be something, it became a bit of a landmark in itself.
Right up here, Conrad. All right. The Free Little Library went in over the summer. We, as a neighborhood, decided that's something we thought would be fun to have in our neighborhood.
Carrie Kazanke has lived in the Linwood neighborhood for 16 years. She says the Little Free Library that sits in front of a neighbor's house has brought her community closer.
It's just been really fun. I think all summer long, the children would come down and you know, put in their books and take books. It's been a great meeting place for the neighbor kids. They like to come here and swing on the swing and pick out a book. The reason I like this so much is the convenience. I like that I can come here every day and pick up a new library book. I like that, you know, my 4-year-old knows where it is and it's not a far walk, so it's just enough to get out and get some exercise and then go home and read a book. And it's fun to see what people donate, because you see what people enjoy reading or have enjoyed reading.
Linwood, which is the other little library you went and saw, there's a lot of families in that little library, so you're going to see a lot of children's books, a lot of family books, a lot of books that you can read in the evenings with your kids. In our little library here in the Plaza District, you're looking around, you've got a lot of business owners in the area, you've got a lot of elderly couples that live in the perimeters over here, maybe some younger couples, not a lot of kids, so you're going to see a diversity of you know, probably middle-aged reading books or magazines in ours. Sometimes we have more books, we have less books, but you're going to get the variety of books based on the community that you're in. And you're going to learn a lot about your neighbors, what they're reading too, what ends up in the library.
There are over 400 neighborhoods in central Oklahoma. 14 Little Free Libraries are being set up through this initial push. To find out how you can get a Little Free Library in your neighborhood, contact your region's Neighborhood Alliance.